Divine Feminines, I hope everyone's incredibly well as always. I'm going to dig into this message I'm getting around your Divine Masculines, okay? Because I'm hearing that he's trying to figure out ways to rebuild trust in the connection, okay? Because your walls are up. And the energy I'm picking up from your Divine Masculine is that they want to walk away. Like when you put your walls up, they want to walk away and huff and puff and be like, okay, fine, you want to be that way? Okay, be that way. And I'm gone. You're never going to hear from me again. But man's is stressing, okay? Man's is stressing. Man's is, he got a notebook out and he's trying to plot and strategize and plan ways on how to get back into your good graces, but most of all, like rebuild that trust. So I don't know what kind of conflict you guys experience, what little tower moment you've had. Maybe you're, setting stronger boundaries. But whatever it is, he can't just leave it alone. Okay, he's tried to. He's tried to be in this stubborn energy of just, walking away. Okay, fine. You know what? You want to be that way? I have lots of options. But the problem is with those options is that, I don't know, they're too much pick-me energy there. You know what I mean? Not enough chemistry. The passion comes from your boundaries and the fact that you do give him a hard time and the fact that your energy is literally whipping him into shape, into being the highest, most respectable, of highest potential, most effective version of himself. All right? The other pick-me's don't do that. They just want his time and affection and his money and his energy and whatever they can do for him. And, for you, Divine Feminine, you require so much more depth. And that's a sexy thing, It creates a lot of chemistry. And right now, you're the only thing he wants. You're the only one he wants. Doesn't want to spend time with anybody else. If anybody's bothering him, he's telling them not to because he's busy planning and strategizing how to get over the Divine Feminine's wall. So, do bara di man right now. Okay? Because that's what he is up to. Okay, what is he wanting to do, or what is he picking up on or sensing that he needs to do? Okay, so we have somebody maybe wanting to be patient, because every time I see seeds, I think of nurture, right? Because seeds are just so beautiful and precious, and you got to plant them, and then you got to take care of them, You got to make sure you give it enough water and enough sunlight, and then you want to check on it every day to see if it's sprouted a leaf. So this is somebody gearing up to be patient with you. He's like, maybe by springtime, I'll see her. Okay, so somebody's gearing up and they're setting up to be patient. They want to be consistent because, man's is in love. Like, with this energy is nurturing. I'm going to nurture this seed. Okay, he's going to do all these little sweet things. And the beautiful thing about it, guys, is like, he likes being in this energy. This could be a masculine too in like their 30s or 40s. I don't know why I'm getting to say that for some of you, but it feels like, when you're in like elementary school again and it's Valentine's Day and you make your mom take you to the store so that you can get like a box of cards, and then you're like writing them all out, and then it's like you have your crush, so it's like you might put a sticker on theirs. And, it's this exciting energy of, okay, I'll do anything it takes to rebuild your trust. It's like he wants to do all these small little romantic gestures, and not just for you, but for him. It's like it's making him feel romantic to want to pursue you or court you in this way, or just get your forgiveness as well, as what I'm hearing. You are my purpose. That's what he feels with you, or maybe that's what it feels like pursuing you or trying to get these walls down. It's like that is his purpose, is to make you love and trust him again. Okay, because you don't play games. That's what I'm getting with you, Divine Feminines. It's like you mess up once, you go around and you definitely find out. Okay, you have this stubborn energy about you, but he loves that because he knows that you maybe have really tight boundaries, or your energy is really worth protecting. And even you sure as damn hell know that. So he likes the fact that you're careful with yourself. He might have tried you and he found out quick. He wanted to test your loyalty, and a lot of you don't have time for those things, So I feel like this is someone who sees the rest of their lives with you. It's like they see a future with you. They see so much potential in themselves. They see you bringing out that potential in them, okay? What feelings are developing through this chemistry and this feeling of purpose? Okay, so we get healing family issues. This is someone who, especially with forgiving your parents, as your love life benefits as you forgive your parents, or maybe as you forgive aspects of your past. It's like they want a happy future. Maybe they don't want to make mistakes of their past or make mistakes in the relationships like they see around them. They want to put effort into this. That's why I was saying in the beginning of the reading, he really wants to walk away as like, yo, fine, you want to be like that, you go be like that. But maybe he saw his dad be this way to his mom, or his mom be this way to his dad, and it's like things just were always bitter, and that's just the environment he was raised in. But I feel like whoever this is, they don't want that. They know that you're worth putting effort into because of the way that you might have handled them testing you. Maybe you didn't get argumentative. Maybe you didn't choose to engage in this big toxic battle. It was more just, okay, if you don't fit my values, if you don't fit my morals, if you don't fit my goals on what it is I expect out of a relationship, then I'm sorry, but we cannot connect with each other. There was no blame. There was no you're this and you're that. It was just, hey, we're out of alignment. Goodbye, sir. Nice and smooth, like a sip of whiskey, make your chest feel nice and hot, Oh my gosh. Okay, what other feelings are developing for the divine feminine that's making him want to put effort into this? Okay, so we have stay optimistic about your love life. So he's trying to think positively about this, and this, I think, has a lot to do with patience, because he's really trying to fight against this energy that says, give up on it, she's giving you the silent treatment or being difficult, and that's how women are, and then you're just supposed to walk away from that or not, don't take that type of shit, and you know what I mean? He's really trying to fight against that, because I think deep in his heart of hearts, he knows that, like, you're a good woman. You're a good woman. And I've mentioned it in many readings before, the divine masculine's nothing without the divine feminine's energy there. They've experienced this. Okay, I feel like he's gotten a glimpse of that with this chemistry and with this passion that you both share. Okay, and I'm seeing things moving quickly in this connection in terms of healing. Like this love between you two, it's just so beautiful and so delicious with the passion and the chemistry, and they're in the water, so there's lots of emotions involved here where somebody doesn't want to let you down. Like maybe this is how they would have acted in past relationships, but this is a divine masculine that cannot bear to upset you. Okay, they can't bear to see you put those walls up. Like I'm saying, this could be fresh. This is maybe like the first argument that you guys are having, and he's seeing you handle yourself in a way, divine feminine, that it's like, you don't mix matters, right? You don't have time to be disturbed over that nonsense. Okay, so this is somebody who's quickly realizing, like, yo, I gotta drop that toxic ass shit because this is a woman. Like, she's not interested in spending time on fighting and chasing. Like, you may be divine feminines. Like, you're more interested in, like, how can we build together? Like, we got big fish to fry here. How do we enjoy life together? I don't have time to be in no petty shit with you, right? Because I spend my time productively, right? I account for every single minute of my day. Lord Kalbairov style, right? Master of time. So you don't have time to disrespect time by getting into petty arguments and other women and competition, all that nonsense. No. We got money to make. What do you ask wrong with you, boy? So that's how you roll, divine feminine. So that's why I feel like this kind of go around and find out he knows, or maybe even realizes to himself, like, I need to sit down. First of all, how did I attract a woman like that? Second of all, I need to pull up my damn socks and stop playing these, like, these types of games that are going to make me lose out. Okay, so he's treading very lightly and wanting to, I think, rebuild that trust too in the way that you view him or see him. And that's why I think it was easy for you to put those walls up, because again, you don't play, right? It's a turn off when men come to you like with that type of stuff, like that, with that type of immature stuff. Like if somebody, like they need to have a lot of women, they're obsessed with just getting it and all that stuff. It's like, it's for you, it's like, okay, well, you definitely don't have self-control. So I can't build with you or bring my finances around you, bring my resources around you, because that would be a dangerous move, So I feel divine feminines, like many of you are in this very like Empress-like energy, right? Like you might be pretty and cute and quiet as hell, but that's because you're in this observing mode, right? Your high priestess energy sometimes is taking over. You are literally stripping a man down intuitively, right? Before you even give them a shot at you. So this is what your divine masculine is recognizing about you, is that, if a man lacks self-control, like you look closely at the way a man carries himself, right? You can't keep your hands to yourself. You can't breathe when you're in my presence. You know what I mean? I know where your mind is half the time, and you can't control that sword, then you're going to be irresponsible. Okay. And there we have making that effort loud and clear, madam. Whoever you are, like I'm telling you guys, he knows he's got to make like some proper effort towards this. This is like a great love, true love, romance of a lifetime. You're the type of woman that just, you don't come along like that, right? Like, and I feel too like he doesn't even like he's like, holy shit, he sees the divinity within him after coming into your presence, you know, and that I think signals that true connection between you two, is that he really does now want to step up and be the very best version of himself to get your attention. So he's going to be making effort. That's how he's going to rebuild the trust here. Okay, making constant effort. I'm seeing like a lot of calmness and patience, and someone engaging in a lot more healthier habits, and like maybe even like taking some courses, like, you know, downloading some BetterHelp shit. We did have the Healing Family Issues card come up, right? But I really, all jokes aside here, I do see them investing more into themselves as a way of rebuilding trust and getting you to let your walls down. Like right now is not about pursuing you. It's about pausing, stopping, and like really strategizing here. And part of that might be to check himself, right? Like where is he at in life? And you might like that. You might like that flex, you know, watching him kind of pause and focus in on himself a little bit. Okay, so let us see what the current energy of the Divine Feminine is. Why is the Divine Masculine... Okay, so we have our King of Wands energy here, like coming home to you. I was going to say, like, why is he so fixated right now? But this is that romance of a lifetime energy I was talking about. Like, once he's laid his eyes on you, it feels like coming home. So that's why I think he's not going to give up so easily. And with the King of Wands here, I mean, this is a passionate man. Okay, and that's why I feel like those player ways don't die, is because we have our King of Wands here. You know, very attractive, very sexy, very used to getting his way, because his charm often gets him what he wants. Usually has a whole flock of women that's ready to just drop everything to be in his presence. But, you know, once he makes up his mind, you know, I feel like you're not getting away. That's what he's suggesting in this card by grasping her and holding on to her like this. Because I think, too, nobody else holds that divine energy, right? That whip. And not in a bad way. It's just whipping somebody into shape where they themselves get up every day and feel like, yo, I need to do better for myself. Like, imagine being able to make a man say that, you know? Make a man go to bed at night, and when he wake up in the morning, he wants to hit the gym, he wants to watch what he's eating, he don't want to smoke no cigarettes or put nothing dirty into his body. Like, that's some divine shit, okay? That is the power that you hold, and that's why I feel like making the effort here is very important. And that's why this is him kind of cleaning up shop here and getting into these healthier habits is his way of trying to stay optimistic about this connection. This is what making the effort is all about, right? Like having better visualizations and looking at himself in a more mature light, being able to handle a woman like you. Like, you're really getting somebody here to check their self-worth, you know, what it is they do with their time in a day. They might have not known that you were so busy or productive or organized, and, you know, it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Tall order to fill, but again, it feels like purpose, and that's what's sexy, that's what's attractive, that's what creates this passion, is that it's not just like, you know, like it's not just about the sensuality and being attracted to you. There's so much to be attracted to, Divine Feminine. I mean, the way you look is one thing, right? Like, and I think that that's kind of what got him so drawn in. I need to have it, just feeling greedy over your energy, right? But then when he gets to know you and he sees your ambitions and your motivations and your perspective and your outlook and your need to want to just be in service in this lifetime, I mean, it's somebody wants to get at you, get at life themselves. Okay, and this is the epitome of the Divine Masculines here, awakening. Okay, they don't need to search anywhere else. No one else has been able to do this or get them into that energy of purpose. You know, and as we know with Wands energy, fire sign energy, they're passionate in themselves. It's like they can't just sit around and be in mediocre relationships, or, you know, they got to have the job that makes them feel like they're constantly in their purpose. They have to be in a relationship that's like extremely meaningful, and, you know, it's like everything they do has to have, you know, the utmost feeling of fulfillment. And that's how I feel like a lot of your Divine Masculines are feeling now towards this connection. You make them feel fulfilled, you make them feel satisfied. okay? And they're sorry for whatever they did to make you put those walls up in the first place, but they're not going to stop putting in effort into figuring out ways how to rebuild that trust so that you slowly let those walls back down. And I feel like they're trying to send a clear message here through this reading that it's going to start with, them, healthier habits, taking a pause. Okay, so I don't know who needs to hear this, but I hope it finds you guys well. I'm over at Hipsy.com. If you guys would ever just like to chit chat about the journey, and sometimes we can skip the cards. If you guys ever just need a listening ear and no one to judge you or feel like what you're saying is crazy, then yeah, hit me up, guys. I'd love to work with you. Otherwise, I do have the membership videos as well where I share personal aspects of my own journey so that you guys don't feel so alone. Hit that join button if you guys are guided to. Otherwise, I'll catch you guys in the next check-in, okay? Take care. Bye.